through that document. Hmm? Has anybody read that?
Not yet, sir.
Hmm? Then my question, then why should I be sending those documents to you? I will not share anything with you. I'll just take the class and that will be it. Okay, so it becomes threefold type of work. Okay, so first we just prepare the document, we are sending to you with the hope that at least you would be just going through that document, because whatsoever I am to teach you, so everything has already been submitted to you, has already been just shared with you. So if you don't read that, then the purpose would not be served. Na? Then it means I should not be sending you any documents from my side.
Sorry, sir. We'll take care next time, sir.
Okay, so the reason is because you are just staying at home all the day. So if the teachers provide you those PDF, so and if you are not reading that, if you are not making notes, because don't think that you are just reading the PDF and you are understanding everything. So unless you write chemistry with your own hand, even if you just see it from that, you just imagine that. So all these things are on the board. Okay, and then you are just writing it down. So that itself will be a big thing. Okay, so simply, for example, if I just keep sending you material, you don't read that. So then the examination will come. So most likely the examination would be offline. Then imagine what will happen. Okay, so because in the last, I think maybe couple of semesters, so the habit is that you just simply copy it from the notes for your examination. So this time, I'm very sure that your exam, your minor one exams, they would be offline because the university has already started functioning. So your exams would be offline. So that's why. So you please read all those things and you just make prepare notes for all the teachers. Even if you are provided with the notes, you please make sure that you are just writing those notes with your hand. If you will not work that habit, so we are sending you so many structures. We are writing we are writing ourselves, and then we are just trying to get the best possible material for you. And if you are just filing them up, it is just as if you have a book. So book is just staying there in the library. You have a book, but you don't read it. Then what is the fun? Okay, and then this is something about which I am very upset. Future, what I will do is, so I'll just take names by random. So I will just be asking you what have you read in the previous lecture. So if you just come unprepared and if you don't study, then why should I be teaching you? Okay, so the main purpose is if I teach you something, you understand that thing. How would you know that you have understood that or not? And all of you fail. What will happen? So you have seen merit above 90%, 80%. And suddenly, if in the examination you come and fail in the university, what will happen? Okay, your exam will be offline. You please make sure. even though your classes are being conducted online, but your exam would be offline. For offline examination, so you have to remember something, you have to memorize something. So for that, you just have to practice. So how the structures are being drawn, how the arrows are being drawn. So how would so you just break the bond, how you just form the new bond. So you will not be writing the text. So simply with the help of those diagrams are self-explanatory. So that kind of clarity of concept should be there in your mind. Okay, so there the questions would not be straightforward, just define delocalization, give two examples, three examples. No, the question would be highly conceptual based. You may be asked something which you are not taught in the class. Then what will you do? Even if it is online, you will not be able to get that information from any book. Okay, you please make a habit of reading. Reading not only the stuff which I am teaching, but other teachers are also teaching. Hello. Please wait for a few minutes because my refresher course is also going on. So, you just hold on for a minute. Okay, so I am going to teach you, but not with a sense of satisfaction. Okay, so I am just teaching you for the sake of teaching. Okay, so if your response is not very good, so I do not know. I do not know. So you have to think yourself because all of you are adult. So you know what is good for you and what is not good for you. Simply staying home throughout the day and you don't come prepared for your class. This is shocking, unfortunate. Okay, so you have to say something.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, so sorry, sir.
I understand. So no, do you know this because sorry will not serve the purpose, na? So we should not use the sorry. Okay, so we should not use the sorry word. We should just try that. We should avoid using sorry. Otherwise, it is very easy to say sorry. So we just simply from just sorry. These five words we are just yelling out. So it means nothing unless you have a real feeling. You should feel the pain of saying the sorry. Okay, so there are two types of sorry. Once you say sorry, if you just feel the pain, otherwise you say sorry just to just other person is putting so much pressure. Okay, let's say sorry and move on. Because for me it is immaterial whether you say sorry or you don't say sorry. At the end of the day, so you are the beneficiary. If you will work hard, you will be benefited. If you don't work hard, so you will be losing. Okay, so with this, I think so. I hope ki all of you are very intelligent. You are meritorious students. So you have worked so hard that only because that's why you got admission in the chemistry department. So I am sure you will keep that tradition up of working hard, thinking positive. Okay, so whenever you have any problem, so we are here to help you. So you just come here for getting your books. If you have some problem, you can discuss here also when you just come into to the department. So we are here for you all the time in the university. So that's why you are in the university. Make sure you just get maximum benefit out of this. Okay, so in future, you please come prepared. So whenever you just come to the class, so delocalization I have taught you already. Okay, so those notes I have just given you for your extra reading. If you read all the notes for your net examination, you will be benefited. Okay, because I have limitation, I cannot stretch delocalization behind one or two lectures. This is already my third lecture. Okay, so I will not be discussing but the slide which I have already sent to you. Those things you please read those. If you have any problem, you just discuss with me. Okay. So I'll just start here. This is something. This is one slide which I wanted to share with you. Okay. And we will just go to page number 110. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to share with you, and then there was something else.
उसको मैंने संजीव डोगरा को फोन किया। मैंने कहा तेरी 2,42,000 पेमेंट जो है, कहता सब बैंक के बाहर खड़ा हूँ, तो वहां से आऊंगा, आपके 2 घंटे लगेंगे। और वहां जीतो में रखा है कटरा के पास, तो इसका भी वेट करने में। ठीक है,
हाँ, अभी जो आज बच्चे आएंगे ना,
जी,
तो उनकी आप वो लिस्ट में आके उसकी बात फटाफट लगा देना। पिछली बार लगाए नहीं थे, लोगों ने आके वहां पे शॉर्ट कर
वो
दिया।
फटाफट बता दीजिए।
अगर कितने बजे तक टाइम उनको दिया, लगेगा आप 12 के बाद लिस्ट लगा देना। आप साथ साथ में वेरिफिकेशन करते रहो उनके बाद की, और साइड को पूरा लिस्ट बना दे एडवाइस को, उसको वहां पे लगा देना।
तो सर वो रिमार्क को करूं कौन है जो कह रही थी मैं परसों।
हाँ,
ठीक।
So what are you seeing on this slide? So you are seeing tautomerism slide or the other slides?
Sir,
Sir,
tautomerism.
tautomerism.
Good. So we just wanted to start this tautomerism today. Okay, so all these things are not very new. So I am sure you have read all these things at some point of your time in BSc, because this delocalization concept, it is already there in BSc syllabus. But we are just looking it at some different perspective. Okay, so why is this the delocalization is very important? It is important as far as the stability of the molecule is concerned, and that has been proven with the experimental data. So when you just conducted the hydrogenation and then measured the heat of hydrogenation. Based on that, you could just find how much stability, what is the stabilization energy and what is the resonance energy which comes out of this deconjugation. So when you have these delocalized orbitals or delocalized, when your bonds they are in conjugation with each other. That is one thing. And the next thing is, and you will just notice the notes which I have sent you. If I get a time, I'll just go through those also for a while. So if you just see those things, So you will notice the reactivity pattern will also change. Okay, so for example, if you have a single double bond, simple single bond, CC double bond, you just do some reaction. So you know that these are the products which we can just to get. But for example, if it's addition, you can say, okay, based on Markovnikov's rule, so this is the product we will get. But the moment you have it, the conjugation, as you have seen in case of butadiene, so the product you will get some new products also. So that so basically, so it also tells you that the concept of delocalization exists. Otherwise, you would not be able to explain the formation of the new product. Okay, so let me see if I can get that one. Yeah, it is the same. Uh, Something I shared with you. So just let me take that out also. So now you're able to see this conjugated slide.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Still,
Oh, this is not coming. So, so you are seeing this slide, that this tautomerism.
Tautomerism.
Okay. So maybe after this, I'll just take that up. So if you see this tautomerism slide, so because these are the structures, unless you just write it with your own hands couple of times, so you will not be able to write it in them in the examination. Okay, because you just these are not some English alphabets. You just have to try writing these structures couple of times only. Then, so you in the examination, so your hands they will start flowing. And then this is ketoenol. So I hope you all know. For example, when you have a carbonyl in ketone, so this proton it becomes acidic, and then it will just this proton it will shift here, and then because when you will shift this bond, this double bond will also shift to the other position. So double bond will be here. This will become single bond. So this is enol because you have in double bond and then plus you have the ol. So this is known as
Tautomerism.
tautomerism. Okay. Just so this is known as tautomerism, right? So on the other hand, if you have the amide, for example, you will just notice this hydrogen. So this can just shift its position to this oxygen. So when this and then you have to just satisfy the valency. So you have to satisfy the valency. So of course they would be changed in the orientation of the double bond. So you will see here. So from here, so this you will get this is known as imidol because this is imine and then it has a ol. So this is amide to imidol. Again, this is a kind of tautomerism. And in this sign you see, this sign it resembles just like the equilibrium sign. Okay. On the other hand, if you have this lectum, lectums are basically these amides. When you see them in the cyclic form, they become lectum. And this night, if this hydrogen shifts here, so the double bond will come here. This bond will become single. So this is lectum, lectin. So this is something. So unless you just write these structures, so you just try to move these arrows, then you will not be able to understand. Because when you just come and read chemistry, when you start write the chemistry, there is a philosophy. That philosophy you will be able to understand only if you just write these scriptures again and again. If you will not write it, you say so you are just reading online. So all the information is with you. It means you know everything. So everything has been understood. You please make sure this is not true. So you have to work hard. You have to just read it. So you have to write it. So because you are getting all the material available with you, so so you can just after some time you can just sit back and then you can just write all these structures in your notebook. Okay, so you will do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, okay, so you will do it for yourself or you will do it for me?
Or
For
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 all.
ourselves,
both, for
sir.
both. Okay,
or
you do it, I
ourselves.
will also do it. I will be obliged if you do that. Okay, so you are doing it for me and you are doing it for yourself. Now, let us try to see if basically, so no, just so I have just said, so it is a ketone, it is enol, it is amide, it is imidol, it is lactam, it is lactic. So basically, if you see and if you see the structure, so what is the percentage of this alcohol, this enol? So here the question arises. For example, if you have the acetone, so these two species you just cannot isolate. You cannot isolate acetone from enol. Enol cannot be isolated from ketone. Okay, so if you just try, for example, if you just look at the where I have just written the enol content. For example, if you take this acetone, so it atomizes and this enol is present in a trace amount. Trace amount means you can just imagine it is 0.0000006%. You can just imagine it is a very small amount, very small amount, 6 into 10 to the power minus 7%. So you say it is almost negligible, but you just for the sake of understanding the concept, so it is important for us to know that, for example, when we have the only acetone and the enol form, this is a very small amount. Okay, so on the other hand, when you have the aldehyde, again, your enol, still it will be in very small percentage, 10 to the power minus 3%. You can just imagine how small this would be. So as we just move down, for example, you just take this. So what we have done is, so but this is known as alpha carbon atom.
Sir?
And the alpha carbon atom, so we have put two methyl groups. Still it has one hydrogen. You got it? Next to carbonyl, on this alpha hydrogen, this alpha carbon, you have a hydrogen. This will enolize and you will get this enol.
सर
Okay. Yes.
सर हमें वो नहीं दिख रहा, एरो नहीं दिख रहा है कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन पर।
नहीं, एरो मैंने डाला ही नहीं है।
नहीं मतलब
ये वाला जो बीच वाला एरो है।
नहीं मतलब आप कौन से स्ट्रक्चर की बात करें, हमें पता नहीं लग रहा, हमें कोई एरो ही नहीं दिख रहा, मतलब जो कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन का एरो होता है वो
नहीं दिख रहा।
सर नहीं पता चल रहा कहाँ पे है।
ये नहीं दिख रहा अभी आपको ये वाला, ये जो एरो है
No, sir,
कंप्यूटर वाला
point
नहीं दिख रहा।
नो
No,
सर
sir.
नहीं दिख
नो सर नहीं दिख रहा सर।
अच्छा, ये स्लाइड्स में दिखते हैं ना इसमें से। चलो इसको आगे से मैं क्या कर दूंगा, नंबर कर दूंगा। जैसे ऊपर एसीटोन है, उसके नीचे एस्टल्डिहाइड है, ठीक है ना। अगर आप उससे नीचे आ जाए, उसके नीचे
हमें वो स्लाइड नहीं दिख रही है, हमें टोटोमेरिज्म वाली स्लाइड ही दिख रही है।
सर ये
टाटो
इनोल और
स्लाइड
कीटो वाला ही है।
आपको टाटो यार, ये जो मैंने आपको सवेरे भेजी है, ये वो वाली नहीं दिख रही आपको?
नो सर, नो सर।
अब दिख रही है?
So white है totally.
यस
सर
सर,
अभी
सर
भी
ब्लैंक
ब्लैंक
है
है।
पूरी।
ब्लैंक।
ये दिख रही है कुछ अभी आपको?
नो
नो
सर,
सर।
नो
नो
सर।
सर, ब्लैंक स्क्रीन।
So you're able to see something?
Yes sir, it's a tautomerism screen.
Tautomerism.
Okay. Right. Okay. So actually what happens, basically, so we will just go with this, and then in the morning I send you some tautomerism 2 page. I have just drawn the structure myself, and then I have sent you all those things. So after this, you please read. So I think you should be able to connect between these two structures. Okay. So if you see this tautomerism, if you here, so this is amide, this is amidic, this is something different. Okay. So and then the idea is, how should I share this slide which I wanted to tell you? You just give me a minute. I'll just try again if I can. I think no, it should be visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes,
that
sir.
my hand. No, you are able to see the
Yes,
arrow
sir.
also.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll just repeat it again. So you see, you have ketone, you have enol, you have amide, and this is imidol, this is lactam, this is lactam. The idea is because what happens, sometimes these molecules, so they exist as a mixture. So basically, this is very important point for you to understand this. If you say acetone, it is 100% pure, it is never ever 100% pure. It contains a very trace amount of this enol because they are existing in the equilibrium. So, for example, if you just you cannot isolate this acetone from this enol. Okay, same is the case with this amide. No, the point is, for example, so you just you just take this acetone, it becomes enol, and then it is present in a 6 into 10 to the power minus 7%. It means so it is almost trace amount, but it is negligible. Okay, so but for chemistry point of view, from analytical point of view, so even this small amount is significant to understand the concept. Okay, if we just take the aldehyde, this enol ratio has increased little bit from 10 to the power minus 7, it has become 10 to the power minus 3. So on the other hand, if you just put two substitution here, okay, on the alpha carbon atom, so when it will enolize, so you will get this enol, and though it has become 1.3 to 10 to the power minus 2. So well, its amount is increasing slowly and slowly. So on the other hand, if you have the ester, in the ester there is absolutely no enol. So you have 100% ester because enol here is 0%. On the other hand, so if you just have ethyl acetoacetate, okay, this is something which you have studied in your BSc. Okay, so this molecule is ethyl acetoacetate. You are seeing this arrow, no? This is ethyl
Yes, sir. Yes.
acetoacetate.
Yes, sir.
So, for example, so this middle hydrogen is acidic. So when it will enolize, so you will get this enol form, and in this enol form, the additional advantage is that it is forming hydrogen bond with the carbonyl. Six-membered hydrogen bond formation is occurring, and this is a very stable system. And you see, when you have ethyl acetoacetate, this enol form is there in 8%. Well, it is no, you can just feel 8% is quite a good amount. Okay. So on the other hand, if you just take acetyl acetone instead of ester, so you have put here instead of OET, you have put here CH3. Now this is acetyl acetone, same type here also. This after this tautomerism, after this particular hydrogen, it will shift from this carbon to this carbon, and the double bond will come here. So this enol form again, there's a six-membered ring, and this is here in how much? Almost 76%. With out of these two, you see this acetyl acetone will not exist like this, but mainly it will be existing like this in this enol form. Why? Because there is a presence of hydrogen bonding. Okay, and then basically what happens? So you just have to see which structure is more stable, the first one or the second one. So the more the stable the structure is, the equilibrium will be shifted in that direction. So out of these, you see, because in the first structure you will see there is no hydrogen bonding, and the hydrogen bonding is very important. Okay, so in this case, it is intramolecular six-member hydrogen bond formation is occurring. So that's why this you see this enol form is becoming almost 77%. On the other hand, if you just take two these aromatic rings here, so this is almost 90%. Again, why? So you have here this thing uh, hydrogen bonding, number one. So what is the other thing? In this case, you see it was only 77%. The moment I put benzene here, it became almost 90%. Can you tell me why? You know, so of course, one thing is hydrogen bonding must be contributing uh, towards its existence. What is the other reason which you could see?
Resonance,
Delocalization.
resonance delocalization,
Yeah, so
conjugation of
yeah,
bonds.
so basic, yeah, conjugation is the right word. Okay, so because in this case, so you have this benzene ring, it is in conjugation with this carbonyl. Okay, so on the other hand, for example, the moment this indole form occurs, this benzene ring, the conjugation get extended. Got it? So initially it was only from this to this up to carbonyl. No, from this ring it is going to double bond. To double bond, this is going to this carbonyl. You got it? No, because there is a extension in the conjugation. So that is also important. That is also contributing towards the stability. So on the other hand, so for example, if you have both the esters here, so it is negligible 10 to the power minus 3 because this indole form it exists. It is almost non-existent. Okay. So if you have a cyanide, then still it is very less. On the other hand, if you have this kind of thing, phenol. So, so when this, so for example, if this is the structure, if this hydrogen atomizes, if it goes here, you will get phenol. And you know, so for example, why would phenol come and become this carbonyl compound? Okay, so but as a concept, so this tautomerism is possible in this structure also, but mainly it will be your phenol. Okay, so this would be present in a very small amount. So on the other hand, if you have this is whole pyridone, so in this case, so normally you have seen it is 1 3 because from it is 1 2 3. If I just see this structure, so if you just see this structure, so it is if you just like if this is you just call this as 1. This is hydrogen at one position. This is 2. This is 3. This is basically 1 3 shift. Okay, the hydrogen from one position it is just jumping to another position, which is the third one. 1 3 hydrogen shift, this is known as. So in this case, so here it is also this, but in this case it is 1 5 because hydrogen is getting shifted from this nitrogen. It is 1 2 3 4 5. From atom number 1 it is getting shifted to atom number 5. So that's why this is 1 5 shift. So this is different from what you have stated, which used to be 1 3 shift. So, and you know what happens the moment this hydrogen shifts, so you will get the aromatic system. Okay, it becomes 4-hydroxypyridine, and then this is very stable. So therefore, so in this equilibrium, so the equilibrium will mainly be towards this 4-hydroxypyridine, and then you have nitroso, you have nitro, you have this. So all these things, these examples I have taken from the Jarimat book, and the Jarimat book, all of you who have got those. Now here the question is, which you please just keep this thing in your mind, that while I say you this thing. So for example, if I ask you, can you get ethyl acetoacetate, only this molecule, this for example, if I say this structure 1, this structure 2, so can you get only this one, not the whole form? In the 100% pure form, you see your answer should be no. Why? Because even if you just try to synthesize this in pure form, it will equilibrate to this because you have an equilibrium. In the equilibrium, so you equilibrium between two things mean they will be in equilibrium. Sometimes some compound will be in the higher amount, the other compound will be in the lower amount. So that's why though if you say this tautomerism is different from your resonance, is different from your deconjugation. Okay, so why? Because here your structure is also changing. For example, if when you just write the resonance structure of the benzene, so the frameworks remain the same. Only you are just moving the atom, you are moving the electrons here and there. But in this case, your structure also changes. Why? Basically, initially it is ketone, though it has become enol. You got it. So when though this type of isomerism, this is tautomerism. So in this case, and then for some compounds where there is a possibility of existence of a mixture of structurally different compounds which are rapid equilibrium. This rapid equilibrium is very important word here. Okay, so and in this case, and these are the real structures. So for example, in the resonance, when we just put the resonance, those structures are not real, those structures are imaginary. Okay, but in this in the tautomerism, this ketone form exists, this enol form exists. Same is the case with the other examples. Okay, so is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So Okay, so in the tautomerism occurs in those compounds. So number one, they should have different structures, and at the same time they should be able to have rapid equilibrium in between. For example, if the rapid equilibrium is not there, then they would be simple isomers. That you have functional isomers, the typical isomer type of things. But these are known as tautomers. Okay, here these two structures. Number one, they have, of course, they are isomers of each other, but they have to be in equilibrium with each other. Only then we will call them the tautomerism. So basically, if you just say this is a functional isomerism kind of thing. It's a special type of your functional isomerism. In one molecule, you have the ketone functionality. In the other molecule, you have the enol functionality. Okay, so these are functional isomers. Though, for example, if in this molecule the equilibrium also exists, then they become tautomerism. So you have different type of isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, all sorts of isomerism you have. But this again is a special type of isomerism where the structures are different. At the same time, these structures, they need to be with each other. Okay. Okay. So let me close this, and so you are able to see the other slide or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The original slide which we used to see, that keto-indole tautomerism.
Yes, sir.
You see? Okay, right. From the original presentation. So, for example, after those notes, when we just go to this, it becomes very easy. You see this slide, though they have simply the R1, R2, something they have written it. So what I have done is I have written the real structures of all those compounds, so that you should be able to make a distinction between the keto form and the indole form, and and what is the percentage of the indole form here. And I think if you just see this slide, so you will not be able to understand it properly unless you just write the structure the way I have given you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what you should do, you please try to write these structures and try to convince yourself why this form is 80% and then this form is only 20%. You say, okay, because of this hydrogen bonding. So why in this case the indole form was let us say in the trace amount. The moment you put two substituents there, so the percentage increases. So why is it is so? Because for example, if you have more substitution on the double bond becomes stable. You got it? So in some of the cases, you will just find it. For example, once you have the double bond, one example, which if you see this example, I have written the structure for this. This is alpha dimethyl acetaldehyde. This structure, if you see. So here your indole form is quite a bit, 1.4 into 10 to the power -2. You just compare it with the simple aldehyde where it was -5. Okay, here it is -2. So the reason is because once this bond will become double, so it will be so you will have two methyl substitution there, and then it will be indole. So the more the substitution on the double bond, so that also imparts stability to the double bond. So for example, so this is the mechanism kind of thing. So this enolization occurs in presence of acid. It occurs in presence of the base, and then they have just written it like this. So this is a acid catalyzed. This is base catalyzed indole form. So and this is something. There are three main types of more stable enols. Okay, enols means so you will have an ene, you will have a double bond, and you have OH. Number one, molecules in which enolic double bond is in conjugation with another double bond. Okay, so this example I have just shown you. For example, when you have a benzene ring, so one example I have shown you, though you can just remember that example. Okay, so for example, if after the shift of the proton, if your system becomes more conjugated, okay, then it also imparts to the stability. The indole is also stabilized by internal hydrogen bond. The second, number two, is molecules that contain 2 or 3 bulky aryl groups. So you will just see if the aryl groups, if they are more. So you will also the third is highly fluorinated enols. For example, if you just take this one, in this case, so you have a hydrogen bonding here. At the same time, this double this double bond, it is coming in conjugation with this double bond. You remember? So one, this indole formation will occur. Then this double bond is coming with in conjugation with, this is one thing, it is coming in conjugation. The second thing is there is internal hydroxyl bond. So in this case, if you just take this fluorine, so it will exist mainly in this form. This one. So if you just heat it only, then you can get the this molecule, this indole. So and you know this is different. For example, if you have the acetone, so this is the mainly you will see the ketone form, but in this case you will see the indole form. So you can simply think, why is it so? Just try to bring that electronegativity concept, and then you will realize which out of these would be most stable. So on the other hand, if you just see this structure, so for example, here you have a indole form, here you have a this carbonyl form, but in the indole form, this double bond is in conjugation with this aryl ring as well as this it is conjugation with this aryl ring. So that's why it means, so this indole form, it will be very, very stable. And then this is something else. So with okay, so let me see if I could get the other slide that not this one. What I will do is, the slide which I shared with you yesterday, so very briefly I will just go through them. So, and I will urge all of you, you please don't bother about the text. You have to read that text, because whatsoever I am speaking, so everything is written there. Okay, this is one thing. Number two is, while you just do that thing, please write it. You make those notes. At least maybe you should be able to write for 3, 4, 5 pages of all the lectures, what we are discussing with you. So it will just make you involved with this thing. Okay, so let me see if I could share this slide with you. This is closed. This is closed. This also will close. So this I would just like to. Okay. No, so you're just able to see this slide.
Yes, sir.
Hello. So the reactivity of the conjugated system, and then this is the slide which I shared with you. So for example, if you just take this conjugated system, okay. So for example, if you just take butadiene, okay. So normally, so if you just add HCl, so if we just think, for example, so typical your double bond. So according to your this Markovnikov's rule, if you see, so you will say H will come here, Cl will come here. Okay, you just forget about if you just focus only on this double bond. if you have a double bond, when the HCl would add, so you will get this material. Okay. But actually what happens when this reaction was done, so you got this material and then along with this you got this also. Well, it is 2-chloro material, this is your 1-chloro. Okay, so you did not get one product, but you got the 2 product. Now the question is why? You understand my point? For example, if these you have 2 double bonds, if you have 1 mole of this HCl, so had they not been conjugated, you would have got simply addition on the double bond. Now, since they are conjugated, so their behavior changes. Okay, so their behavior changes. Now the question is, so what happens? For example, you just imagine when you have the HCl, so this proton, so you are able to see the arrow. Okay, so this double bond, it will move here, so this will get protonated, and then this carbon, so it will become positively charged. Now because this carbocation is in conjugation with another double bond, so now the resonance would occur, the delocalization. So this double bond will move to this place. So when it moves to this place, it means this double bond, this plus charge can stay at this position, or this plus can stay at this position. So when you have the Cl minus, so Cl minus can come and attack here. So you will get 2 product. Cl minus can come and attack here. You will get a different product. So basically, so if you just focus your attention only on this moiety, you have a plus charge, single bond, then you have a double bond. So because of this delocalization, so your plus charge is delocalized over these 3 carbon atoms. Okay, so and then of course it has to be alternate. So well, that's why when the chloro will attack, either you will get the 2 product or you will get the 3 product. So that's why with this, but there's a, it means this is a proof that delocalization is working. You got it? If you would have got only one product, if you would have got only one product, okay, it means so. Then we cannot invoke the concept of delocalization. But in this case, you are getting practically 2 products, almost in the same ratio. Okay, so this demonstrates the fact that this deconjugation is working. The concept of deconjugation is working. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for example, initially, so with our simple chemistry, we will expect that there is a formation of 2-chloro. But actually, we are getting 2 products. Why we are getting 2 products? It means, so the moment this carbocation is formed, it comes in conjugation. So we get this type of structure, the other type of structure. It means the chloro can attack at this position, the chloro can attack at this position. So if we just mix both the structures, so this is the structure which will get, I think. So if you just read all this, so very beautifully it has been explained. This text, if you read it, each and everything you will just get it. So you have a carbocation, and then this carbocation is stabilized. So this, that's why these structures are written, and then again, so something else. So this delocalized, and then new concepts they have just been brought into picture. Though the question is there's a very interesting example. So well, this out of these 2, neither this is the real structure, nor this is the real structure. The real structure is just in between. And then they have just given this example. For example, if you say green is a secondary color. So this you can make from blue and yellow. So though basically green is neither blue, green is neither yellow, but it is a mixture of these 2. You got it? Similarly, mule. Okay, mule is neither horse, mule is neither donkey. Okay, so it means, so you can say your same is the concept with your resonance. The real structure is not the structure which you are just drawing on the board. It is just a mixture of all those structures. Okay, and then I think this is this something which you should read, and this is equilibrium, and then this is your resonance structure. As same is case with your free radical chemistry, if you just do it. So again, you get these 2 products. Why do you get these 2 products? Because the moment the radical is formed, this delocalizes, so you will get this structure. So basically, idea is that delocalization. So I have told you earlier also, it not only that you just need to have conjugative system. So if you have some conjugation with some plus charge, with some minus charge, with some heteroatom, are they radical? So all even then your conjugation is possible. That's why. So all this, if you just read it, so I'm sure you will be just you will be understanding quite a bit. Okay, so any question? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any question, clarification, you please read, you please something. So if, for example, if today if you have not understood, tomorrow you can ask me. Okay, you can ask me anytime. So basically our purpose is that we can help you to understand something. If you maybe some you may ask something about which we may not know the answer, but we will also read the books, and one day we will be able to clear those concepts. But you just need to ask the question. For asking question you have to study. You it is आप ऐसा नहीं होता कि अपने मन में आया कि जो भी पूछ दो. अगर आपको concepts बताएंगे वो आप then the level of your question would change. तो इसलिए भैया कि आप क्लास से इसलिए मेरा आपको नोट्स वाले भेजने का जो मेरा पर्पस है कि एटलीस्ट अगर आप उसको एक थोड़ा सा गो थ्रू, बिकॉज had it been something new I would not have told you, because these are the things you have already studied in your BSc. आगे आपने एरोमेटिसिटी पढ़ा दिया, आपको हर्कल फ्लो पढ़ा दिया, each and everything you have studied in your BSc. तो इसलिए जब हम आपको नोट्स भेजते हैं अगर आप उसको थोड़ा सा फास्ट पढ़ लोगे ना, then we will be able to cover the things at a little bit more faster pace. Okay. So with this, if you have nothing to ask you, so I will say only God bless you all. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. Okay, मास्क पहन के रखना. और अभी दोबारा थोड़ी वो प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो गई है उसकी. ठीक है. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.